Do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Willie and Jolley and my beautiful bride.
This is Dee.
And we're the authors of the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. And we are live. That's right, live here on this beautiful day, fourth day of May, 2026. And we are live for those who are joining us, wherever you may join in from around the world, or whether you're watching on the replay. We're glad you're here. We got folks joining both on Instagram and online on the other platforms. Now, for the folks on Instagram, we have some guests tonight. You will be able to hear them, but you won't be able to see them. But you can always go back if you need to see the replay. You can go on the Jolley Marriage Show on YouTube tomorrow and see it. But I think you're going to enjoy it. This is a wonderful night about when a man really loves a woman and how a man can really love a woman. We got special guests. They are dear friends. I'll tell you about them in a moment. But let me just want to say to everybody, thank you for sharing this with your friends, your family members. We were in Phoenix, Arizona last week doing events, and people would come up and say, your marriage show, it just impacts us. I said, wow. So thank you. And it's due to your telling your friends and family members about the show and letting them know that we're here to just try and enhance. Oh, you want? Well, if I do that, baby, I have to erase the comments.
Bring it in a little, just the whole.
How'd that? Okay.
Yeah. Can you see the comments?
No, we'll go back and forth to the comments. Okay. All right. So we got some guests. Why?
You're gonna have to lean in.
You have to lean in.
It's okay.
It's okay. All right. It's okay. So our guests are a husband and wife, Dr. Jonathan Wade Allen Sr. and his beautiful bride, Pastor Kimberly Allen, who I call my homegirl because she grew up not far from me in Northwest DC. Northwest
Characters.
And she's always just she's so fun. I love having her. He has written a book called When a Man Really Loves a Woman, and it is described as a Christian relationship guide for men who want to build and sustain a loving, Christ-centered relationship, and for women who want to understand the kind of love, respect, and partnership they deserve. Draws on biblical principles, marriage counseling, and practical relationships, guiding to call men toward love, humility, integrity, and spiritual leadership. And they've been married. Y'all can tell us about, how long y'all been married?
So we have been married for now 41 and a half years.
Ooh, 41 and a half years. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. We've been married 40 years, and y'all been 41.
Yeah, November 21st, we will be married 42 years.
Wow.
Got us beat.
They got us beat by a year. And so that's great. And y'all work together, you travel together, because y'all travel a lot, and you're on the road together, and you do a lot of things together. So we are so glad that you could find time. Okay, let's first talk about some of the principles that you two have used to stay married. Okay, staying married.
I would say to sustain.
To sustain that marriage, and to sustain, they always lovey-dovey every time I see them. We've been to their home, they're lovey-dovey. Now, that part of that is, I just got to say, brother, Dr. Jonathan, is your wife is such a buoyant personality. That's the right word. Because homegirl, she just be buoyant. She just so. But one of the
she keeps things exciting around here. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
There you go. So why don't you tell us what, as being married for 42 years, and there have been challenges, I'm sure, but are there some basic principles you share with your children about just, first of all, choosing the right person? I mean, that's a big one, choosing the right person.
How did y'all meet?
Yeah, how did y'all meet?
You want to start?
My mom, I got saved in 1980 when my mom passed. I believe that she passed so I can live for Christ. And when I got the church that she would belong to, I went there at the funeral, and I joined the church. This handsome, beautiful, amazing, adorable, fine something.
Talk about it, baby. Talk about it. Talk about it, baby. Talk about
it. He hauled at me in the church. He was being real fresh in the church.
He was fresh in the church. All right.
I'm off the street. That's being saved. He's been there since he was born. He's trying to holler at me, and it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
And 42 years later, you're still together. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Well,
now, what we will say is we love and adore the Jolleys. Let me just say, we're so appreciative to you all for having us tonight. And Dr. Willie, I have to tell you that I often tell people about you all and how you all haven't had, you talk about not having an argument, for you all been married 40 years, so the last 38. And
that's
this
right.
is what I say about it. That's not our story.
Tell your story every single time.
That is not our story.
About your book. Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. So we've had our ups and downs, as many couples have, but I think the foundation of all that God has blessed us with is our love.
Our love, respect, and that we honor each other. Those things that we really dealt with, no matter what happens in our marriage through the years, the respect and the honor and the love always stay. And also the friendship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Amen.
That comes through, I think.
Comes through. And
you like each other and that you're friends.
I had a conversation.
Like being around
had a conversation with one of my mentees today, and he was sharing how he had been with a lady for a while, and then they broke up, and he got with another lady. But when this new lady and he broke up, the original lady came to help him because he was really struggling, and helped him with his daughters and different things. And he said, "Why do you do?" Well, she said, I consider you a friend. I consider you a friend." And I said to him, he said, "It really struck me, really moved me that she would say that. No other thing, nothing else." She said, "I hope it'll go well, but if it didn't, I'm still your friend." And I said, one of the things that we have found about our success in our marriage is what we write about in the book, and Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, is number one, friends first. Friends first. Because when you're friends with somebody, you will look out for them, and you tend to love them in spite of and without conditions. And so that I like the fact that Kim said friends. Yeah.
I think you like being around each other. You don't always have to agree on every point, but you respect each other, which is a key thing.
Right. Yep.
You listen to his opinions.
One of the other foundations that the Lord has given us is we have learned, and we've taught about this. We've learned to give each other grace. And that's huge in a relationship. That's huge in a marriage, because everybody's going to make mistakes.
Yes.
We have to learn to give each other grace no matter what the situation arises. That's a key factor for us.
That's so important for people to hear. I hope everybody took a note with that.
And I think you should explain what grace is.
Because
everybody who listens to our show is
Okay.
not necessarily a Christian.
Maybe not be a Christian, or
Right.
but what is grace to you? How do you define it? Because that's very important.
Okay. So I'll give you an example for me. When I make a mistake, Kim does not have to come down on me because I've made a mistake. She can say, he's human. He will make a mistake, but his heart is good. And what he's doing is best for us, even though I may make a mistake in that process. And so it is with Kim. Kim may, she may burn up some food. I'm joking. You know what I mean? There's a level of grace no matter what it is. You know what I mean? And
burn up food.
You want to add to that?
No, grace is no matter what happens, you are able to get past it, get over it, because grace comes in and take care of all of that. Because whatever happens, I'm still have to love this man, still have to respect him. He's still my friend. So we're gonna let those things slide, because we know things do happen in marriages. Things do happen. So hey, what you gonna do? Not talk to him no more? Leave him? We ain't doing that, because we're together forever. So
that I think two things you've said. One, that stuff happens in life and marriage, and second, that you made a decision. That this is forever, and we're not trying to be married. We're not hoping to stay married. This is it. Burnett Klingman is here. We got Elaine Fator. We got Jimmy Marshall Jazz. We got lots of folks. I wish I thought call a name, but thank y'all for being here. Look, one of the things I want to play on that is intention. We were at a wedding one time in Baltimore, and the minister said something. I never heard anybody say this. Said to the husband, if you make your wife angry, would you there gonna be times in your life when you might hurt their feelings, but it wasn't your intention to do so. Would you agree? And he said yes. So if it's not your intention, what you said about your heart, that it happened, but it wasn't your intention to do it.
Right.
And therefore you give grace, because we all are human, and we have the ability to make mistakes. And so I think that's a profound part. Okay, I want to jump a little bit into this book, When a Man Really Loves a Woman. What made you write this book?
So there were a number of things. I've had the privilege of doing a lot of marriage coaching, marriage counseling over the years. And as I was working through my doctoral work, my doctoral dissertation was Marriage for Life, shifting the trajectory of the separation and divorce rate in our context and beyond. So I was really focused on, number one, I've had the privilege to really love this woman. And one of the things that I've seen so many times is men don't really know how to really love a woman. So that was the basis of the book. And then I saw women literally just settling rather than raising their expectations. I treat Kimberly with 2 E's, Yvette Rita Allen, like a queen every single day. But you're talking about, I have to be intentional about that. So as I wrote the book, I was writing to help men to learn to show up every day and be intentional.
I don't think
helping women to understand this is what they not only should expect, but this is what they deserve, right? Like, I know you show up for D every day.
Every day. Every day. Absolutely.
Right? I show up for Kim every day, and we have to be intentional about that. So that was the purpose of the book, so that we could start fighting against separation and divorce. That's the basis. That's the real reason that we wrote the book, in order to be able to get this message out.
Well, you obviously know, because you have done marital counseling and coaching, that there are a lot of bad ideas about marriage. I mean, just bad ideas. And it's not. I love, one of the main things that I read about the book is not real. Love is not just about emotional attraction or provisions or words. It's demonstrated through actions and having integrity and taking responsibility and being willing to say, I am sorry. Woo! I messed up. That was a big one. Am I right about it?
Not only messed up, I messed up again.
Right? Yes,
Right?
that's right.
I think it takes courage to admit I messed up again.
It's
okay. Yes.
Yeah.
And that I can I'm the head, but I am not controlling. That's different.
And servant leadership, you talk about servant leadership in the book and how important it is to be a servant, to lead, and that we ought to be trying to serve our mate, and not just because we might have more money coming in or whatever, that we domineer or we're domineering. So I love this. So let's talk about a couple of the 10 takeaways and lessons. One of the ones, the real love is proven by behavior, not just words. Expand on that, please.
So for me, one of the things, and I talk about being intentional. Like, I can say to Kim, I love you, but it makes a difference when I show up and really show her that I love you. So it's more than just words.
Right.
And I'll say that just down through the years, it's so important to be there and support my bride. I mean, every single day. I was talking the other day, and I was at an opportunity. I had an opportunity to talk the other day, and I was telling them that, I said, Kim and I, we're still on our honeymoon, right?
Yes.
And I just told them we'll be married 42 years this year, right? But I've got to show up like I'm on my honeymoon, right?
Yes.
Listen, love is that action word. So that's what I would really say to that. We have to learn to show up every single day, and be intentional about showing up.
And that's a mindset, isn't it?
Absolutely.
When you both say, we are friends, we work at it, we enjoy each other, and we do the work. Now, one of the things we've been talking to people recently, because we learned a new way of expressing it, people often will say love is work. No, love takes effort. We, rather than saying it's hard work, you're not breaking bricks and mortar and lifting and hauling and hay and stuff. It's not that kind of hard work. It takes effort. It takes effort to be kind, effort to hold your tongue and don't say everything you thinking. Okay, Holly, and effort to apologize when you're wrong. It takes some effort. That's where I think that's where the real work comes in. Is on self, the work on self and on humility and on so forth. What are you going to say, Dee?
I was going to say that first we have to understand who we are. We have to study ourselves to know our limitations. So when we were taking the pastor to the hotel the other day, and we were talking about being on time, and he said my wife would leave me if he was late. He said my wife would leave me, and I was like, no, I like being early. So we were talking about the pastor and I, we both like being early. I said, and I can remember we would run for the plane. This is before, 9/11. I run for the plane. But I said, I like being early. So I'm early, but I have to wait for him. I'm okay with that. I know who I am. No need in being upset. And I share with him. So I've been through experiences like we missed the plane. Hello?
Once or twice.
We missed the plane. And I said, not a word.
She didn't say a word.
Not a word. So I have learned. So what good would it do for me to berate him? He knew he missed the plane.
I knew I messed up.
We standing there at the gate. He's trying to, well, at the counter, really. He's trying to
coerce them, and
it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No.
So
anyway,
I
didn't need to. There was no benefit. So I know I want to be early, but I am married to someone who thinks differently. So I respect him enough. He's going to get it done. I have to calm myself, and I am married to him. So I respect him enough. He going to fix it.
So but I want to.
It also shows her grace. Yeah, right. It shows the grace that you're giving him, right? In spite of if that's the way he is, right? And that's a big thing for us in marriage. And we just have, as you said, we just need to learn who we are and who we're married to. Kim knows that I'm not going to move fast on decisions, right?
I got one too. I got one too. So I just learned to accept who he is. I'm dressed. I'm sitting down. I'm waiting. Read my phone, doing something until he get ready. And here he comes.
All right, you got it. You understand it. You understand it.
Then I'll say, "Ooh, you look fine. Ooh, you fine. Oh my God, you looking good." That suits me right there. So I'm good.
I love that.
I want to jump to one of these points. There are 10 points in here. A loving man leads with humility, not control. I like that. There's so many points. Before we go any further, because somebody might have to jump off, where can they get the book? And again, the book is When a Man Really Loves a Woman. Where can they get the book?
So they can get the book several places. You can get the book on Amazon. You can get the book on Barnes & Noble. Now you can get the book on Walmart.com and Books A Million. Thank you, my love.
All right.
And you can get the books on our website, which is JonathanAllenSenior.com. So all those ways are ways that you can get the book.
Great. JonathanAllenSenior.com. When a man really, on the promo today, when a man loves a woman, I put when a man really loves a woman.
I'm just singing, David.
Come on. That's that Northwest in us. Come on, Northwest. Come on, Northwest.
We know why they get along.
We get along like two birds in a pond. Okay. So, but here's one that really struck me. Provision alone is not enough. Ooh, because you got a lot of men say, well, I pay the bills. I pay the bills. I did what I'm supposed to do. I paid the bills. And you're saying provision alone is not enough.
Kim has a story she wants to share.
Oh, back in the day when we got married, in the middle of our marriage, we was making good money, making all the good money. And he was giving me all these gifts, paying me all these gifts all the time, come home with gifts. I kept telling him, I don't want just the gifts. I need you. I need you to provide. You're a good provider. You give me all that I need, but I need you at home. I need you. I need you. So he learned to understand that, because giving gifts is one of my love language. Okay, that's cool. But at one point in the marriage, in my life, I don't want all the gifts. I just want you to make sure you are here. Make sure you're beside me. You are being that. Don't substitute giving and being in my presence. So he learned. So we doing just great.
So this is one of the things So this is one of the things that I learned, that Kim's love language is not only gifts, but quality time.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we do is we literally, and I, Kim will tell you, I am very busy. But one of the things that we have done is we've carved out 2 days a week in order to have date nights.
Oh, wow.
Right? Not 1 day a week, but 2 days a week. So we encourage something.
What days are your date night?
Mondays and Fridays.
Wow.
One night. Join us.
Wow. Mondays and Fridays, 2 nights.
So that means Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's a long time together. That's good. Yeah.
So our date night is Thursday night, but I like that, having 2 nights that y'all, and look, they said it in unison. It wasn't like there was any hesitancy. They both said Mondays and Friday in unison.
And everybody that knows us personally knows that.
Don't call us.
We pastor. Look, the church don't call us on Monday evening. Don't call us on Friday evening. It's our date night. You know what I mean? And you have to let your family know. You got to let your circle know. You got to let your community know. This is our time.
You know,
Because
we've had book signings with our marriage book where we've asked people, what is your date night? And they say, oh, well, we're together all the time. I say, no.
Intentional.
It's intentional. You put it in your schedule. And y'all just said it. I love that they said it together. That this was not a haphazard Monday and Friday. It's intentional. It's in the schedule, and it's important. And then you let people know this is date night. Don't be fooling with us on this. Don't be fooling with us. Okay, this is important. This is priority. And so we want to say to couples, young couples particularly, make it important. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to do it, do you?
Absolutely.
We play
No,
no, just kidding. Just kidding.
But yeah, you can do anything. You can set up a table, go fix something, put candlelight at home. If you got young children, I tell couples, put those kids to bed, go upstairs in your room, put a small table, create candles. Again, create an atmosphere that's going to be conducive for dating. That's what I tell people.
Wow.
I like that.
Clean the garage up. Just being together.
Right.
Clean the garage up. Clean the out back up. Just being together.
You all mentioned about how much time we spend together. A couple years ago, we were blessed to be able to buy an RV.
Right.
And literally, we did 25 states together.
Wow.
That's a whole lot. You gotta love somebody you don't spend that much time with, right?
Wow. 25 states together. And that's fantastic. Well, this I'm so glad that we got this time to talk about what to do when a man really loves a woman by Dr. Jonathan Allen and his beautiful bride, Pastor Kimberly Allen, who is my homegirl. And we really connect. And I wrote the foreword for your book, didn't I, Dr. Pastor Kimberly?
You wrote the foreword.
That's right.
You wrote the foreword. Yes, you did.
And I want to encourage people to go get the book. And I'm encouraging men to get it so they can love their wives better. They can love their families better. And it's all, even if you say I'm doing good, it's always room for improvement.
We need more examples of that kind of love.
That's right.
Because what we see is usually very shallow. And then once the sex part is done, there's nothing left.
Right.
But that's really where the work begins, in developing the appreciation for each other.
One of my friends, my mentors, used to always say, Carlos Campbell, bless his heart, he used to say, what's the biggest room in the world? It's the room for improvement. Okay, the room for improvement. Always have room for improvement. Well, any final thoughts for you to share with our viewers, our listeners, about your life, the recommendations, what will help them? Oh, I've got one more question. One of the love requires emotional maturity. And I before we started, I said to you, what happens if you got a relationship where one person is not mature? What happens then? How do you help them to grow that maturity? How do you can't? I know you've counseled people. The one I'm coming in is just not mature. What do you do?
So, Dr. Jolley, this is what I often say. When I was working on the doctoral work, there were 3 phases. The first phase was relationship counseling. The second phase was premarital counseling. And the third phase was marriage counseling.
Okay.
And what I encourage people is to get relationship counseling. Because if they get relationship counseling, some of those relationships won't even go to premarital counseling.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I like
So
that.
all of that immaturity can be resolved there.
Okay.
And then they won't go to premarital counseling. Again, the other part of the premarital counseling is I typically 6 months to a year in a program before I take them to the altar.
Wow. Wow.
So that helps to deal with immaturity. And then if they come to me after that they didn't come to me for counseling, they've been married for years, and I identify that, I start dealing with them individually.
Okay.
In order to be able to deal with those immaturities.
I'm glad
it has to be dealt with.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Are you available to couples for counseling?
Absolutely. And if you go on my website at JonathanAllenSenior.com, there's a scheduling platform right on my website that people can get in contact with.
So we have people.
Excellent.
That's wonderful. We get people. We don't do marriage counseling. We do marriage coaching or mentoring, but we don't do marriage counseling. And we try and give people resources that, because we get it all the time. Hey, I'm going through a tough time. So everybody who would want to call us and say, do you do marriage counseling? You go to JonathanAllenSenior.com. Okay, Jonathan Allen Senior. Get 2 copies of the book. We recommend you get 2 copies of his book, one for each of you, and y'all read it together. Take notes in the spaces, and then go over it after you've read it. And what did you learn about each other? What can you improve? What can you enhance? And then know that they are there for you if you need. Now, y'all are in Fort Washington, Maryland, because this is a global show.
That's correct.
All right, so I guess you could do some of this on Zoom.
I do the majority of my counseling now on Zoom.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Wow.
All right. See, folks,
that's excellent.
Bam. He got the solution. So JonathanAllenSenior.com. Y'all got it on Instagram. Give me a wave. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a heart. Lots of people over here on the Instagram. Y'all got it on Facebook. Y'all got it on LinkedIn. Y'all got it on YouTube. JonathanAllenSenior.com. The book is entitled When a Man Really Loves a Woman. Woo! Not just a little bit. Really? Am I right about it, Cam? That's my sister. That's my sister. Well, look, I want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. Thank y'all so much for all you do.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, just a joy to have y'all. For those who might be joining us late, this is a live session that we're doing tonight. For those who were used to us doing live every Monday, we realized we had so much content that people who were new to our show had never seen. And some of it was just incredible. So what we decided to do was to kind of catch you up with some of the old content on the second, third, and fourth Monday of the month. And then on the first Monday, we come back live and in living color, and we talk about issues or we bring some great guests. So thank y'all so much, Jonathan and Kimberly Allen. We love you guys. Y'all are our besties. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you for taking time to spend with us.
Yes, indeed.
I always enjoy to be in your presence.
Absolutely.
So we do have to get together.
We got to get together, and we need to do it.
We're going to take a trip soon.
All right. There you go.
We're scheduled for a trip real soon.
All right. We're looking forward to it. In the meantime, between time, we're going to go out. Let's give you a couple announcements for those who don't know, my new book is out. Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. Go to richisgoodwealthyisbetter.com. I'm so grateful for all the people, particularly pastors, who are now making this something that they are recommending to their churches. The book will help you know the difference between being rich and wealthy, number one. And second,
The benefits of tithing.
The impact of stewardship, but also helping you to grow your children so that they will see whatever you leave them as a blessing and not as a lottery hit. So helping them to understand that, and so you can get some real generational wealth. So go to richisgoodwealthyisbetter.com. Get your copies right now. If you look on my Instagram, Aunt Dolores, the lady I interviewed a couple years ago who was 96 years old and it went viral, I interviewed her last week and she bought a box. Now she's 98 years old, but she said, I want it for my family members, my friend, my sorority sisters, my community folks at church, because she had read the book. She said, this book everybody needs to read. So Rich is Good, wealthyisbetter.com. And then join me on SiriusXM, channel 141, Saturdays at 4 o'clock Eastern, replays Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6. And every morning on Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell at 8:20 across America on the Radio 1 network with Wake Up and Win with Dr. Willie Jolley. And if you don't get that, you can go to wjwow.com, sign up for our newsletter, and you'll get a video version Monday through Friday free. Thank you, Allens. Blessings to you. And again, folks, bless y'all. When a man really loves a woman, everybody go get copies. And if you want counseling, you can get it right at his website.
Okay, John. Website again.
JonathanAllenSenior.com. There you go. Blessings. Here we go. Going out with my song. God bless y'all.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, say that again. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody. That's right. Love up on their mothers. All right, here we go.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.